The Art of Language in Sex. Communication pitfalls and techniques every man should know. Hello everyone. Welcome to my Happy Life channel. I'm Xiaolu. Today, let's talk about the language traps in sex. Sex is a highlight of intimate relationships, but a single inappropriate remark can instantly ruin the romantic atmosphere and even hurt your partner's feelings. What are the conversational minefields? How can you use language to enhance intimacy? Let's combine science and real-life practice to uncover the communication taboos in sex, helping you create a more harmonious, intimate experience. Sex is not just a physical exchange, but also an emotional fusion. Language plays an important role in this process. A 2023 study, published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, found that 80% of women believe gentle communication during sex can significantly enhance satisfaction, while inappropriate remarks may cool the mood or even trigger conflict. In China, discussions about sex are often avoided due to the influence of traditional culture. A 2023 survey by the Chinese Sexology Association showed that only 30% of couples in China actively communicate their feelings during sex, far lower than the 60% seen in Western countries. Learning to express respect and affection through language is key to improving the quality of intimacy. The following are 5 common types of inappropriate remarks during sex. If you're not careful, these can easily ruin the mood or even hurt the relationship. 1. Comparative remarks: a confidence-destroying minefield. Incorrect example. Compared to your ex, who's better? I'm bigger than him, right? The issue. These kinds of questions draw your partner's attention to the past, disrupting the intimacy of the present moment. A 2022 study in Psychology Today found that mentioning an ex during sex makes 70% of women feel uncomfortable, and may even cause them to question their partner's focus. Such comparisons also reveal a man's lack of confidence and can lead to a cold war between partners. The right approach is to focus on the present and use compliments to strengthen your connection. For example, "You are particularly charming tonight." This makes your partner feel valued and increases intimacy. Case in point, Xiao Zhang asked his girlfriend during sex, "Am I better than your ex-boyfriend?" His girlfriend immediately went silent, and the atmosphere became awkward. Later, he learned to say, "You really turn me on," instead of asking questions, and their intimate experiences improved significantly. 2. Straightforward criticism, a killer of self-esteem. Wrong example. "Have you gained weight recently? There's so much fat on your belly. Why are you so clumsy?" The problem: sex is a moment for mutual appreciation, and blunt criticism makes your partner feel rejected. A 2023 Women's Health Survey showed that 60% of women lose interest in sex due to negative comments from their partners. This is especially true in China, where women often feel pressured by body image anxiety. According to the 2023 Women's Mental Health Report, 45% of Chinese women lack confidence in their bodies, and criticism can completely break their defenses. The right approach is to replace criticism with gentle compliments. "I feel especially safe when I hold you." Even if you want to suggest a change in your partner's actions, you can guide them gently, such as saying, "Try it this way, it might feel even better." For instance, Xiaoli once complained that his girlfriend's movements were stiff, which made her feel down. Later, he switched to complimenting her, saying, "You make me feel really comfortable like this." His girlfriend gradually relaxed, and their sex life became more harmonious. Third, questioning type inquiries, the destroyer of trust. Incorrect examples. "Are you comfortable? Is my size enough for you? Are you finished? The issue at hand." Repeatedly asking these kinds of questions can make your partner feel doubted, or even as if they're just completing a task. A 2023 study in the Journal of Sexual Medicine showed that 50% of women believe that excessive questioning during sex reduces intimacy, especially questions like, "Are you finished?" Such questions may make women feel offended, and men may also suffer a blow to their self-esteem because of them. The correct approach is to observe your partner's body language, such as faster breathing or muscle tension, to gauge their state. Use eye contact or gentle touches to show you care, and if necessary, softly ask, "Is this okay?" This shows respect. For example, Xiao Wang used to always ask, "Are you comfortable?" His girlfriend felt like she was being interrogated. Later, he learned to observe her reactions and use gentle caresses, which greatly increased their mutual understanding. 4. Irrelevant topics, the atmosphere killers. Wrong example. "The water and the electricity bills are due tomorrow, and my boss is making things difficult for me again today." The problem: sex requires your full attention, and bringing up everyday trivialities can instantly break your partner's mood. A 2022 Men's Health Survey showed that 65% of couples believe that talking about unrelated topics during sex destroys passion, like pouring cold water on a flame. The right approach is to focus your attention on your partner, using sweet talk or gentle whispers to enhance the mood. For example, it's so wonderful to have you here. Save everyday topics for the dinner table. Case in point, Xiao Qian once brought up work stress during sex, and his girlfriend immediately turned her back to him. Later, he learned to focus on the moment, replacing small talk with, "You're so beautiful," which made the atmosphere much more romantic. 5. Vulgar or offensive remarks. The red line of dignity. Incorrect example. "Why are you so slow? Hurry up. Stop pretending." The problem. Crude or commanding language can make your partner feel insulted, undermining the foundation of respect and consent. A 2023 survey by the Chinese Sexology Association showed that 40% of women felt uncomfortable due to inappropriate language from their partners, and even lost interest in sex. Prolonged use of such language can lead to cracks in the relationship. The correct approach is to use respectful and encouraging language, such as, "I like how relaxed you are right now." Playful or suggestive language should be mutually agreed upon to avoid causing offense. For example, Xiao Liu once used a commanding tone to urge his girlfriend, which completely killed her mood. Later, he switched to gentle encouragement, and their intimacy became much deeper. Besides inappropriate language, a perfunctory attitude can be just as hurtful. For instance, when your partner shares their feelings and you just respond with, "Oh, got it," or after it's over, you immediately fall asleep without any cuddling or conversation. A 2023 study in the Journal of Couple Relationship Therapy showed that 50% of women feel undervalued due to their partner's indifferent responses, which can lead to a long-term decline in sexual enthusiasm. The right approach. Give a warm hug after sex, or softly say, "I feel so happy being with you." These small gestures can make your partner feel loved and strengthen your emotional bond. For example, Xiao Zhao used to respond perfunctorily to his girlfriend's feelings, which caused her to gradually grow distant. Later, he learned to give her a hug and chat for a bit afterwards, and his girlfriend once again felt cherished. 4. Cultural background. Differences in sexual communication between China and the West. In China, sex-related topics are often considered private, and traditional culture values subtlety. A 2023 survey by the Chinese Sexology Association found only 25% of Chinese men actively express emotions during sex, much lower than 50% in Western countries. Men are expected to take the lead, but often lack communication skills, leading to misunderstandings. Women are also reluctant to express needs due to social pressure, further increasing communication barriers. Western culture is more open, and sex education emphasizes two-way communication. For example, American schools teach expressing feelings during sex and encourage honest dialogue. However, there are also issues in the West, like too much focus on personal satisfaction, which may overlook emotional connection. Whether in the East or West, language in sex should be based on respect and understanding. Social media platforms like Xiaohongshu and Douyin have, in recent years, promoted the popularization of sex education in China, making young people more willing to learn skills and ways to communicate. However, sex education in second- and third-tier cities and rural areas is still lacking, and more open discussion is needed. Once you avoid the pitfalls, the right language can enhance your sexual experience. Here are some suggestions for use. Sincere compliments. Express appreciation with specific language, such as, "Your skin is so soft," or "Your smile is truly captivating." A 2023 women's health study showed that 70% of women feel more confident because of their partner's compliments. Gentle guidance. Use suggestions instead of commands, such as, "How does it feel if we try this?" This helps your partner feel respected. Emotional expression. Softly saying things like, "I really like it when you do this," or "It's so wonderful to have you during sex" can deepen intimacy. Observation and response. Pay attention to your partner's body language. Respond with gentle touches or eye contact, and minimize unnecessary questions. Post-sex communication. Afterward, talk about your feelings and share what you liked about each other, such as, "I especially loved your kiss just now." This can strengthen your emotional bond. For example, Shaolin and his girlfriend once experienced distance due to poor communication. He learned to express his feelings by saying, "I feel so happy being with you," along with gentle touches. Gradually, his girlfriend opened up, and their relationship became even sweeter. In addition to words, the atmosphere during sex also needs other forms of support. Create the right environment, light some scented candles, play soft music, or switch to a hotel room to add a sense of romance. Be fully present. Put down your phone and focus on each other to avoid distractions. Use lubricant. This increases comfort and reduces discomfort. According to the 2023 China Sexual Wellness Products Market Report, sales of lubricants increased by 25%, reflecting their growing popularity. Try using sex toys, vibrators, or massagers can add fun, but both partners need to agree. Keep learning. Read books on sexual health or watch educational videos to improve your skills and understanding. Xiao Zhang and his girlfriend Xiao Mei once had a conflict because of inappropriate language during sex. He often asked, "Are you comfortable?" or complained that his movements were too slow, which made Xiao Mei feel disrespected. Later, Xiao Zhang attended a sexual health seminar and learned to use compliments and observation instead of asking questions. He started saying, "You look especially attractive tonight," and would hug and communicate after they finished. Xiao Mei gradually relaxed and began to share her preferences, and their intimacy improved significantly. A 2023 study published in the Journal of Sexual Research showed that 60% of couples improved their overall relationship satisfaction by enhancing communication during sex. This demonstrates that the power of language goes far beyond what we imagine. Sex is the emotional culmination between two people, and language is the catalyst in this process. Avoid comparisons, complaints, doubts, irrelevant topics, and vulgar language. Instead, create romantic and intimate moments with sincere compliments, gentle guidance, and emotional expression. Respect, communication, and understanding are the cornerstones of sex, making every touch full of love. Brothers, from now on, say goodbye to inappropriate language and nurture your intimate relationships with care. Try saying, "You make me so happy," during your next intimate moment and see how your partner reacts. If you enjoy this sharing, please like and leave a comment. Share your thoughts or questions, and let's chat again next time. Bye-bye.